Such a gorgeous summer morning. Let's give you a look at the strawberries. I don't think we've ever had so many strawberries. It's so exciting. I'll put this net on to keep the birds off. And the cabbage are doing well too. For my kimchi. Look at the light in the leaves. Okay, so let's go to the meadow. It might be a bit too windy out here. Just have a look. I just took some of the sheep home because I want to milk them. So the lambs are so big now, so I can start milking. Let's turn the camera away from the wind. Turn it that way. It's better. We're going down to that little house there. My husband and son built quite a few years ago now. So I took them all into the house. And so I took the 3 sheep I'm going to be milking, I took them home. And now I'm going to just let them out of the house. And they have to get used to not having their mummy by their side. But they'll be fine. So if the lambs are growing well, about 2.5 months old, they can do fine without milk and grow just fine. And I can make lots of cheese, make lots of yogurt. We've just had a lovely few days of beautiful rain, so we'll have plenty of grass this summer, I'm sure. Just have a look at the wheat that's growing so well. Looking really, really lush. So this soil here is very sandy, so it does get dry very quickly. But I try to do the regenerative grazing, so they graze tall grass, and so this has been a learning process for me, and I'm still learning. But apparently the height of the grass resembles the depth of the roots. So when you let the grass grow long, you allow their roots to grow very deep, And so they can reach down into water that's deeper in the soil. And when you just chop off the head, so they just take the tops of the grass will very quickly regenerate and make new roots. And apparently what happens is the old roots, when they chop off the top of the grass, some of the old root is going to die. And that dying process feeds the microbes in the soil. So it's really fascinating how farmers are building topsoil in places where it's not so bad in Denmark because we have very deep topsoil. But in places where the topsoil is very shallow and farmers have really ruined the land by ploughing the land. Because every time we plough, we lose a lot of the microbes and the humus in the soil. So all the ploughing degrades the soil. Beautiful alder. It's very windy today. Life is good. Yeah, so when you let the grass be permanent on the land and you plough the soil very rarely, you build the topsoil so that the earth actually regenerates itself, which is really fascinating and actually very fast. It does it very fast. But the thing is, you need a lot of land. You just, yeah, I'm not professional in any way. I think to myself, and I think this is, I've got 6 acres of grass and I'm making 3 liters of milk a day. It's not productive at all. I think to myself that this is not for the milk or for the meat. It's really for the well-being. It just gives me so much joy, so much pleasure. Just the fact that I'm outside, walking in the sunshine, seeing all these millions and millions of plants growing, happily growing. It's so peaceful. No humans anywhere. Humans can be a little bit taxing to be with. It's easier for me to be with animals and the plants. So the fact that I get some milk and some meat is really lovely, but it's not the reason I do it. It's really all for fun. But when our kids were little and we were very self-sufficient, it was really like an income. So the work I did, growing all our vegetables, having a cow, having the meat from the sheep and the calf, was an enormous supply to our life. So my husband did not have to work so much, which was so that I mean, self-sufficiency is really a great idea. And I mean, the people who lived here before us, and in Denmark generally, in the country, they could live off, a whole family could live off 10 acres. They were incredibly clever at producing food. And I think they grew or I know they did. They grew turnips for the cows, and they made lots of milk on that. But this is all grass-fed, and when you do this, you need lots of grass. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Meadow. So some of them have lost their mummy. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Oi, you're making a mess in here. Yeah. Okay, come on. You got their salty. Yeah. So beautiful. You're so beautiful. Let's open this gate here. There we go. Oops, you got this down too. Oh God. Ja, du var flot. Ja. Ja, du er dygtig. It's our new ram. Come say here. Yeah, come say here. Yeah. How clever. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oops. I think I'll shut this door. Yeah. Yeah. There's Lucia. Yes, Lucia. Oh, that was nice. So the mother with the triplets, the little ones here, you can see here, they're the triplets. She actually had 4 lambs. There she is. Yeah. I've left them together because they're still quite small. They can be. They'll be fine. Yeah. They're so big. Yeah. Where are you, Mummy? They say out of sight and out of mind. Out of if they can't, it's hard to hear. Because I think it's about maybe 200, 300 meters away from our home. This meadow, and there's so much green, so much grass, so they can't hear their mother. Yeah. Yeah. So those are the 3 lambs who do not really understand what's happened. Yeah. They'll be fine. Yeah. Okay, so this was just a little film from my farm. Have a lovely day.